Hello everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Vijay and in this session we are going to learn about two topics. They are namely how to display a Google chart and how to insert an API as a data into a Google chart. Let's first begin with the first topic, display a Google chart. For that I am going to take a fresh project to begin. Here in the header we are going to include a script JavaScript, and we are going to give an URL where this is where we are going to load all our Google chart designs. There's a little correction here. Yes, we are here. From this site we are going to load all our Google charts, so that here we are going to design our chart. First we are going to include an other script. Now first we are going to load what the chart we need. I am going to use bar chart here, so I am going to load bar chart. And here we are going to give the function type we are going to use. And here we are going to give the function name. I am going to give draw and here we are going to include we are going to start a function, and the function name this function we are going to create three variables, namely data, option and chart. In data we are going to input the data that we are going to use, and in the options we are going to customize our chart, and the chart we finally going to visualize the both data and options in that variable. Here's the first variable. And here we are going to give the columns we are going to use in the bar chart. Let's just say we are going to input our data like a table with rows and columns. Then we need a column name, so I'm going to input two column names. And here we are going to give our rows. Let's just give two values to display in our chart. And next we are going to create another variable called options. And we are going to give the title for this chart. Let me just say bar chart. Okay. and there is an option we can display our bars in horizontal or vertical. Now I'm going to use my bars to be displayed as vertical. Now next we are going to create our third variable. Charts. Here we are going to visualize, means we are going to bring the data and options, both the variables, into this chart, and we are going to customize it. Here we are going to give the ID that we are going to display in our body content, here in the body content. So let's just leave it alone, we'll complete it later. Here we are going to finally command our chart variable to draw our final output. And it is going to use our data and our options, both the variable options and data. Now in the body content we are going to do ID. Let's just name it bar. Here we are going to give the ID. We can also customize our chart. Here I am going to use style to visualize our chart in particular height and width. Now here we go, we have completed our chart and we are going to display. And here we get an error. Let's check it one more time. Yeah, let's check it in the console. Yeah, okay, sure. We are getting error here. We should declare it this way. And now Yeah, we got our chart. We can customize it by two. And here we go, we got our two data as a chart, especially a bar chart, and our first process is complete. The second process is how to insert an API as a data into the Google chart. For this process we are going to need this API from World Bank API, and it contains a JSON format data, and we are going to use the value no this value and the date in a graph. For that, first we are going to need this API. Here we are going to declare another variable using PHP function. Here we are going to use some PHP functions to get our JSON file, which is as a URL format, and here we are going to create a variable here we are going to give our URL. And here are going to give it in a JavaScript format. We are going to give this variable in a JavaScript format. So let's name it table. And here in the data row we are going to remove the values. If you notice, we use data add rows function here. Here when we are going to use particular details to include our data, I'm going to use add row because I'm going to include each and every row into this chart. So we have to take care of add row and rows function. Now that I called my World Bank API as a table variable, here we are going to take all the values from the table variable and use it as a data to input as in the chart. Before we are going to type here, let me show you this table. Here our JSON format is in a value format where it has value like an array. Here in the below of the table, here this function has the table value in the form of array, and each and every value we are going to use is in the form of a second column array. So here I am going to use yeah, I previously told you that we are going to use add row function, but we used add rows function in the previous. Here I am going to use let's say that I'm going to use this date function as a string. And everything is ready. Now we are going to run this function. Let's see what error we got. Yeah, normally json function ends with json function ends with semicolon, and let's try it again. Let's reload this page. Yeah, we got our tables here. It's basically error mistake. So now that we got our tables, this is how we are going to bring an API data into our table and display it in a chart form. I hope you got what you came for. Thank you.